Yeah, well, this mad world that made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. Yeah.
Hey Huskies, I'm Jude and you're watching the Chino Hills High Hills Report.
I'm Phoenix and here are some announcements.
If you're interested in attending a college presentation through the Career Center, keep checking the Chino Hills High website under Career Center page.
You can sign up on the website to be excused to attend the college presentation, but remember to check the calendar often because new colleges are being added regularly.
Seniors, graduation tickets are available in the student store.
You can get 2 tickets for free and can purchase an additional 4 tickets for an additional $10 each. On a more competitive note, we are having a seniors versus staff basketball game on February 10th at 6 p.m. Come on out and root for who you want to win.
Don't miss out on your opportunity to buy a yearbook.
They can currently be purchased through the student store or on the Chino Hills High School student store website.
If you are returning to Chino Hills High School next year, you can now submit your elective course request through Aries.
Students wishing to take AP courses next year need to turn in their AP contracts. The contract can be found on the school's website.
Sophomores who are interested in leadership opportunities can apply for Hobby, the Hugh O'Brien Leadership Program. See counseling for details.
And juniors interested in leadership training can apply for the Pepperdine Youth Leadership Program. Once again, see counseling for details.
And now we would like to introduce you to Miss Sari, the forensic biology teacher.
So what's your name?
My name is Mrs. Sari. That is my last name. I'm not apologizing. That is my name.
And what do you teach?
So I teach 2 classes here on campus. I teach a class that is with mostly freshmen. It's biology CP. And then I teach 2 classes of forensics. It's an elective, and that's for juniors and seniors only.
And how are you liking our school so far?
I'm loving this school so far. Last year was my first year teaching, so this is my second year. Last year was a little rough, learning about classroom management and all that stuff. But this year I feel like I have a little space here and I kind of know what to expect as far as like what I'm teaching. So I'm loving the school so far. Yeah.
Is there anything unusual or unique about us that you've noticed?
Yes. So this school has an emphasis, I feel like, on school spirit. When I was in high school, no one was really into going to any of the games or, doing spirit days and dressing up for certain events and stuff. And I really love that. Seems like for the most part, all grades, all students love to participate in all that stuff. And so it makes it really fun to be on campus, and it makes me as a teacher more willing to participate as well when I see so many students doing it as well.
What do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I love to watch movies. I love to play basketball. I'd say those are the 2 things that I do most with my time. I like playing board games. I like silly games, and I don't know. Yeah.
What made you want to become a teacher?
What made me want to become a teacher? Well, it was a few things. I started off graduating high school, had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Went to community college, took my general ed classes, and I thought about going into the medical field. And so I went to EMT school, and I was going to be an EMT, and then someone offered me a job opportunity at an emergency room as a scribe where I was taking notes for physicians and stuff. And I thought, oh my gosh, like the science of medicine is so cool. It's insane how there's, trillions of things going on within our body as we have this conversation. But I don't want anyone's life to be, I don't want to be responsible for keeping people alive. And so I thought, well, what's another kind of path I could take where I'm still inspiring people to learn about what I'm passionate about, but also not have anyone's life in my hands.
Fair. Did you take any extracurriculars in school, such as clubs or sports teams?
Okay, so in high school, I played basketball. That was like my main thing. I also played softball. That was really fun too. I was not really officially in this club, but they needed to fill spaces in the yearbook, so I had a fake club, and it was called the Narwhal Awareness Club. And I was the only one person in it, but I got a spot in the yearbook, just me by myself, on some steps, bringing awareness about narwhals.
I love that. What exactly is forensics and how will it benefit the students who take it?
Ooh, okay, so forensic science is a class that is looking at the science of how we can use science to help solve crimes. And it's a class, as I said, for upperclassmen. It's an elective course, and we do a lot of really fun things. We set up mock crime scenes. We try to piece together what happened. We look at blood spatter analysis, gunshot wound analysis. It's just a really fun class where you can look through something that a lot of people are passionate about. Like, whenever crime happens, people are glued to their televisions. They want to know what's happening. But it's also through the lens of, how can we use what we know from science to help solve these problems? So yeah, it's a really fun class. You should sign up for it.
Finally, to finish off this interview, is there anything that you'd like to tell the people who are interested in joining forensics?
Yes, I would say take the class, and I would say for kind of anyone out there in high school, take advantage of any opportunities that you have to get exposure to real life careers. So, for example, we have in forensics, we have a lot of guest speakers come in who work in some related field to forensics, and they talk about what their life is like. How much money do they make? How often do they have to be working? What is it actually going to be like for you to do this job? And so I would say, take advantage of that as a student, if there are any things like that for you to do, so that way you can rule out things like, oh, I definitely know I don't want to do this, or oh, okay, actually I do really like this, I want to look into this more. Because I feel like when you graduate high school, you have taken your regular classes, you've taken history, English, science, all the things that you're required to take, but then you're like, what do I do with my life now? And so I think if you can take those steps now before you graduate, you'll kind of set yourself up for success in the future.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Sari, for the information about you and your classes.
And now we would like to introduce you to Mr. Probst, the guitar and AP music theory teacher.
So, what is your name and what subjects do you teach?
My name is Mr. Probst, and I teach jazz, I teach AP music theory, I teach 2 guitar classes, as well as the marching band and a little bit of indoor percussion.
Where are you from?
From Riverside, California, born and raised, and I moved out to Chino about a year ago, give or take.
Okay. What did you do for your education? What have you accomplished?
For my undergraduate education, I got my degree in music education from Cal Baptist University. I graduated in 2016. And then for my master's degree, I got it in education with an emphasis in critical thinking from National University.
What did you do before working at Chino Hills High?
Before working at Chino Hills, I was a freelance musician as well as teacher, so I gigged in LA all the time. I played trumpet for Disneyland for about 3-4 years, and yeah.
What was the first instrument that you played?
First instrument that I played was violin, and that was probably when I was about 4 years old. Then after that, picked up the guitar about 7 or 8, and then picked up the trumpet at about, I want to say, 9 or 10.
Oh, wow. What would you say is the hardest part of being a teacher?
Oh God. The hardest part about being a teacher is being able to translate things that I hear and things that I do in a way, and simplify it in a way where that the students are able to grasp onto these concepts and put them to practice immediately.
Yeah. What do you love about being a teacher?
I love being able to see growth from students that never even thought that they could achieve anything musically. So just seeing students come in my classroom, and then however slow or however steady or fast the growth actually is, everybody grows at least a little bit over the course of the year. So I think that's my favorite part about it.
And is there anything else that you would like to say to the camera?
Because we added 2 guitar classes this year, as well as jazz band, concert band, wind ensemble, there are plenty of opportunities for anybody on campus to come play music with us. So swing by the band room at any time, and we'll get you hooked up with an instrument that is right for you.
Thanks, Mr. Probst, for the information about you and your classes.
If you're interested in improving your grades or making studying easier, there is tutoring available.
The library would also like to remind all students if you still have books from a class that you are no longer taking, please turn them into the library so others may use them. This includes library books, and don't forget to have your student ID with you when checking out the books.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to dust off your dancing shoes for a night back in the fabulous 70s.
Disco, tie-dye, feathered hair, bell bottoms, and in and out is included.
So if you are thinking about asking someone, please do ask.
Or just come by and have fun, enjoying the company of others at the dance.
Come dressed in your favorite 70s theme group, perhaps matching clothes or 70s TV show characters.
Guest passes are available in the student store, and tickets remain on sale until February 22nd.
Well, that's all for this week, Huskies. Remember to be safe, respectful, and responsible each and every day, Huskies.
Don't forget to keep earning those Husky Pride points.
Until next week, Huskies.